everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Thompson, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Anthony. There's Walker with the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Curry, here we go. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
That All-Star Game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook came so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime. I thought for sure that record was going to go down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Curry after the Marcus Olmos. Shot clock at 3. Lets it fly.
And you know, this game, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, last year they got the job again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominant.
And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star Game recently, another trend, Greg, that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, you know, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounting a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
Juta, brawo.
And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop.
Co on zrobił?
How about 3 or 4 up the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Walker against Curry. On the wing, Davis goes up off the
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
He's with the ball.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And you know, there were a couple of records that fell
Wow, punkty.
All-Star game, but to me the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combined for 48 threes.
And those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game was 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Man, oh man.
It was insane. And really, that speaks to the evolution of the game.
Co to było, panowie? Co za podanie przez całe boisko.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Curry.
Ej, radzą mu wchodzić przez środek, to...
Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Now, here's Walker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
No.
With the bucket.
As usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held. And you think back on all the legends of the NBA, they've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Walker. On the wing to Rosen. Pass to Anthony. A three ball. And it's good.
Pięknie.
Anthony's got 10. And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Well, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
New players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Green, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hayward comes in for Kawhi Leonard. James Harden.
Yeah, I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Pau and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
Lopez passes to Millsap. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are really doing a nice job of establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
When the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip, really was unique. It was the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you can sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them. It was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
No ile on rzucał?
54 seconds left in the first
Ale się dało zrobić.
Here's Randolph.
Pięknie.
That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
And guys, you know, we've had some All-Star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
It's Millsap with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Westbrook up top. He's guarded by Thomas. The West All-Stars have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That's good from Westbrook. No good on the second free throw. The drive by Wade. And he gets it to go.
Bez faulu.
Much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
No.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A great event unfolding, one quarter of basketball already played, and welcome back everyone to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
Czego bez zbiórki?
For the West All-Stars.
Czego bez zbiórki, panowie?
Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Zach Randolph. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play
Paltami, bravo.
they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
East All-Stars have been perfect at the line so far.
Techniczny faul, brawo. Tylko traf. I po 23.
And DeRozan kicks to Anthony. Outside, Walker. From deep. And he gets it to go. He's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Yeah, and you know, Melo voted into the All-Star game last year, played in front of the home crowd in New York. In a lot of ways, what must have been a dream come true for him.
Last touch by Drummond. Marc Gasol is checked in for Zach Randolph. Clock at 6. Paul dishes to Thompson. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim. For Carmelo, I'm sure he wished he had a better performance in that
Wow.
Clark 6 of 20.
Gdzie on chciał to rzucić?
Forcing the issue a bit, playing in New York in front of the home fans. I think he'll look to redeem himself here.
Gasol with it. He's picked up by Walker.
Aha, ale niepilnowany.
Leonard, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Walker the pass to Drummond. Back to Walker. Baseline try.
To znowu było.
By Gasol.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H.
No i bez...
Shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
There's DeRozan. They get the rebound.
No, złap to.
Working on that possession,
What about
knows
him?
how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Ole.
And it's Paul missing.
And
No
you
i
know
po
what?
co ten
Defensively,
rzut?
both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And some changes here for the East. Batum comes in for DeMar DeRozan.
Batum.
And it's Jackson in for Walker. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Curry's checked in. It's a close game here in Toronto. To the
No.
inside. Davis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Batum. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The wide open look here for Bosh.
No co jest ci z tymi trójkami?
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Kurde, Curry.
Curry kicks to Leonard. Batum with the steal. Passes to Drummond.
Znowu bez kontr.
Bosh against Davis.
Z faulem, bez punktów, szkoda.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The East All-Stars have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the East with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Millsap comes in for Chris Bosh. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Anthony. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Curry, wide open, nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
Co
It's
zrobił?
been one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the West. Hayward comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Curry against Jackson. Hayward kicks to Green. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Wróćcie coś wreszcie.
Setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money.
No.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Curry against Jackson.
Krótko go. Ja, 5 jaki mamy.
Rebound by the East All-Stars.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Wade gets the bucket.
Yes.
The kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half of basketball. Kicks to Green.
Ho, ho.
Batum grabs the miss. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And Millsap, here we go.
No
And
gdzie on
stolen by
podał? Nie do tego. No mam cały...
the- It's good.
Co za mamy.
They are not
Dawaj
rotating
czas.
nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Batum. And Thomas subbed in for Jackson. Then for the West All-Stars, Zach Randolph's checked in for Gasol. Harden comes in for Damian Lillard. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Curry.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had
No łap tą piłkę, człowieku.
and with the offense getting
Masz ją w
right to the rim,
łapach.
at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And what a show Russell Westbrook put on a year ago at the All-Star game. I mean, you could tell early
Nie
on
ma.
that he was looking to take over and leave his mark.
Well, and Westbrook, Greg, in that All-Star game did take over. He ended up with 41 points in about 25 minutes played, Clark.
Yeah, he got 28 shots up to get to that 41, but it was quite clear he was on a mission in that game, and he was surely the star of the show.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo. To be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Wade, right side, from past the arc.
Wiedziałem, że tak będzie.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. 2-second difference between shot
No.
and here's Westbrook from the arc. East grabs the miss. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes no mistake on the second time.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Outside Westbrook. Inside. And Zach Randolph
Yes.
bucket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. From deep, Thomas. No good on the
Nie doleciała, dobrze leciała.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the West All-Stars leading by just 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the first half of the All-Star game. And I would never try to speak for Shaq and Kenny, but I have certainly been enjoying the action. Have you been enjoying the action, Shaq?
Are you looking at me, Ernie?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Co za many.
Very fun.
Yeah, this is a great first half. Can't wait for it.
We never get tired of having the privilege to broadcast at such an amazing and fun weekend. This year's All-Star action is no different. And on top of all that, we've got a competitive matchup underway. Both East and West All-Stars this year looking primed to put on a real show in the second half that could go down to the wire.
Wow, Ernie, well said. Anyway, the game has been pretty close up to this point, but there's going to be a moment when everyone goes into overdrive. Stops being a free-for-all with scoring, and the Stars turn it up a notch and try to win. Everyone in this game is crazy competitive, and nobody wants to go home a loser.
I think this All-Star game definitely has the makings of an exciting finish. It happens every year. Usually in the second half is when the best of the best step up and take control. Yeah, you might see some highlight plays for fun, but down the stretch, you're going to see hot competition.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin.
Widzę, że w NBA już walentynki.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more
Jak on to rzucił?
Kemba Walker is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Anthony in at the three, the small forward. So that's the five in the game for the East All-Stars. And he gets the bucket.
Ładnie,
And the West
ładnie.
All-Stars have possession. It's a one-point game.
Ojej.
Here we go. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor.
Nie, więcej mu.
To DeRozan. The feed to Drummond. To the wing on the left. From deep, Walker.
Brawo.
He's good. Walker's got 6. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither
Ten to
team
Curry to jest wariat.
of a cushion.
No i za 3, tak jest.
Another miss by Curry.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three.
Kiedy prawie piłkę zgubili. I zgubili, no nie da.
He dishes it to Leonard. Back to Curry.
Wow, na tego.
Stolen by Bosh. It's stolen by
Nie, nie przez...
Thompson running it up the It's a beautiful chase.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight, the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Walker dishes to Drummond. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Walker the pass to Drummond. Kick out to Walker. Triple. Walker's gone 2 for 5 tonight.
Tam się... Ja, 500 wchodzę.
It's Drummond with the rebound. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Three-pointer. And Anthony
No wreszcie.
is good for 3. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch.
No, Curry schodzi.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 3. And Thompson gets to Davis. Good-looking screen by Gasol. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the shot no good, a bit short. To the paint. And 2 free throws. Misses that one.
Twardo.
A lot of contact there. The East All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Thompson dishes to Paul. Stolen by Jackson. Only one man back on D. Carmelo throws it down.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was
Kulała się mu.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Now the East All-Stars with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. DeRozan passes to Bosh. Back to DeRozan. And it's Anthony, top of the key. And DeRozan kicks to Jackson. DeRozan dishes to Jackson. Sinks the trip.
Ho, ho. Czyściutka.
Fueling this run. Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Paul passes to Davis.
Ho, ho.
From
No
outside the
i kto mała.
That is his first foul of the game.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Green, he's checked in for Gasol. Harden comes in for Klay Thompson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Paul. Jackson kicks to Anthony.
O, to za trójka.
Green with the rebound.
Fantazja go poniosła. I z faulem. Dobry, bez punktu faul. Panie Jackson.
The West All-Stars have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for James Harden. Timeout called, East All-Stars. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the shot is good.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Double team on Westbrook. And it is wide open. He shoots. Can't hit. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Wade dishes to Millsap. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Westbrook with the steal. Jackson has the open look.
Tak jest.
Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the East All-Stars. Westbrook against Jackson. Here's Green. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching.
Po co ten rzut?
To what they're doing offensively.
Ła, piękna zbiórka, piękna zbiórka. Ho, 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 się odbędzie.
That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the West. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam. How's that?
No.
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
And Westbrook, here we go. Now the pass to Green.
Ale szczapa. Ale na to dwójeczka jest.
12 points for Davis.
No ale mu podał. Pięknie, pięknie.
You know, obviously he knows how to finish with some flair.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
A taka trójka?
It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 12-4 run.
Whoa.
They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the East.
Małego puść, cię wariował.
Now here's Westbrook.
France.
He feeds it to Curry. From the arc. Missed.
Ale 12 punktów było.
May be difficult to overcome. East All-Stars up on top as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing.
Aj, szkoda, że bez punktów.
Show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, isn't it?
On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Davis. Steph Curry's out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Thompson, and it's Gasol at the 5 spot. And both free throws good for Drummond.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business.
Oh,
that's good. And that's 12 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, such a crafty.
Bawię chłopaczek dzisiaj.
Right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Back to Bosh. Outside Thomas. Puts up a 3. That time from Curry. DeRozan against Paul. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot.
To go depnął.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the East All-Stars.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got.
Nie udław się tylko tym ochraniaczem.
The West All-Stars also with the sub. Leonard's checked in.
Haha. Po co ty tam pobiegłeś?
O. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Curry outside.
No.
That one, his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Bosh with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
No i zgubił piłkę, no tak to jest, jak się nie podaje. No, a tu nie wiem, czy nie było faulu w ataku.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
DeRozan passes to Drummond. Fades.
Co to za rzut był? Ło, się prawie chłopak złamał. Wiedziałem, że tak będzie.
East All-Stars will take that down now.
Dawaj czas, bo tu się naprawdę...
Kawhi Leonard.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
The East making a switch. Wade's checked in.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Outside Anthony. Wade up top. He's covered by Leonard. And Walker kicks to Bosh. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3.
Hop. No i nie ma. No i to było do przechwycenia. Jebany. Rąban. I 2 było 11.
A chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
There's Walker.
Co to było? Ale zbierasz. Nie ma, ale nie ma i zbiórki.
I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Tak jest.
And that's 19 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. Back to Gasol.
No, jak ty go kryjesz jeszcze raz? Nie ma. Na spokojnie.
Outside Anthony. Curry with the steal.
Łojen. Wow.
They come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well. Really nice work.
Jedna rączką.
We'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. A big group substitution here for the East. Lopez, he's checked in for Drummond. Millsap comes in for Chris Bosh. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kemba Walker.
No ile chłopie podajesz? Ooo. No i puść uwagi.
Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. And here are the East All-Stars. They lead by 1.
Nie tak.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to Gasol.
Dobra, nie. No, ale nas... Dobra, tylko za 2.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and also the points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also gone.
Ooh.
Man, what a turnaround! A sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
They went right for the throat.
No i znowu to samo, no. Czego się wychowacie za zawodników? Pogrom.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of
no.
another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're leading by 2. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. .05 left in the 4th quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. as that one goes in.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates
Aj, bez punktów.
feeling out period.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Thomas. 2 shots. He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Leonard. The pass to Curry. Gasol screen. Back to Leonard.
No tak, no tak.
Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Co to było?
Millsap.
Nie ma.
Lopez. It falls.
No.
And he is brought
3 razy sztuka.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Thomas against Curry.
Ta.
There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. "15 seconds left in the 4th. And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point
Nie
lead.
dobrze, nie dobrze.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're down by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here are the East All-Stars now. Left side, DeRozan. Yes!
Dobrze. Nie za 3? No nie, no to trójka była.
Foul intentionally, that's what they have to do at this point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Już to była trójka.
As much a problem for them as the score is
Yeah,
right now,
the
so they gotta try
curve.
to manage it.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. And the East All-Stars call time here. They're losing by 4. 8 seconds left in the game. Eight seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Nails it!
Znowu za 2, no nie. Kto mnie tu oszukuje? To była trójka. Co tu chodzi?
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
A piernicze, 2 trójki miały być. Przechwyć to.
Here's Curry.
O, błąd.
Now, intentional foul.
11. Dobra, po meczu.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball will do just that.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And for the West, that's 2 All-Star victories in a row and 5 wins in the last 6 years. It's been a dominant decade in this event for the Western Conference. Probably a fitting illustration, guys, of where the majority of the talent is in the league these days.
Incredibly deep, you're right, and it shows year after year. Well,